Today's round is at Kraft Farms in Gulf Shores, Alabama. A little bit chilly today, but the wind wasn't terrible. So I decided to go out and get in some golf before the cold front comes through. So hole number 1, 338 yard par 4. Pretty good drive, pretty good second shot. It was cart path only. Been a lot of rain in this area, so the course was soaked. So I just did a lift clean in place rule and actually played from the white tees instead of the blue, just to make things a little bit easier today. So first hole, tap in par. Second hole, 360 yard par 4. Decent drive down the left hand side. Pretty good second shot. And decided to putt just off the green. Course was in really good shape. Greens were a little bit on the quick side. That was a pretty good putt up the hill. Tap in for the par, so I stayed even going into number 3, par 5, playing 509. And this drive I pulled to the left into the trees, and this was definitely my best shot of the day. Through the trees, and it never touched a leaf. I mean, made it through all that clean somehow and into the middle of the fairway. So it left me a wedge in, which I pulled just a little bit, pin high. So it left me this chip shot, which was a tough shot because the green sloped away from me and I didn't have that much green to work with. So I just took my medicine just to get it to where I can at least putt. So I had about a 20-footer back up the hill. And I felt pretty good about that putt and decided to walk it all the way into the hole. So that was a nice surprise saved par, which takes me into the fourth hole, 175 yard par 3. I think I had a 5-iron to the right. Left me this chip and just powered it over the green. One thing about not playing for a while is the short game seems to be the toughest to recover, to get back. So it took me a few holes to get my touch back. So I had to chip back on my third shot, and I have this fourth shot to hopefully save bogey. And I do. So we'll go to 1 over, going in number 5, 367 yard par 4, and I hit this down the left-hand side. I think it hit the cart path because it ended up only about 90 yards out, but under this tree. So I bumped up a 6-iron, keep it under those branches, and I hit a pretty good shot, just short of the sand trap. Actually, the rake saved it from going in. So it left me this little chip, which I hit decent. Just a little bit left. I had this 5-footer, I think, 4 or 5-footer for par. And just miss it. Not a terrible putt. So number 6, 347 yard par 4, sharp dogleg right. I could have cut more of that water off, but just pulled it left and left me the 6-iron, which ended up just to the right of the green in the rough, and I missed my chip shot Didn't hit record for some reason. It's a little chilly, so sometimes you'd hit the record button and it wouldn't record, so user error. But end up with a bogey. It takes me to +3 going into number 7, par 5. Shot tracer was way off on that. I hit a straight shot down the right-hand side. I'm not sure what it picked up, but had to lay up. I could have gone for the green. It was, I think, 210 over the water, but just decided to play it safe. So I had a wedge going in, sand wedge. Hit an okay shot, but on the green, so I have a birdie putt. And just miss it. So tap that in for par. Or actually, that one went by a little bit. So I have this 2 to 3 footer back up the hill for par. And I make that. So I end up with par, stay at 3 over going into the par 3. It's playing short, 115 yards, hit an okay wedge, just left off the green. And I have this chip shot. I thought that had a chance. Just a few inches short, so I make par on that one going into number 9, 386-yard par 4. So this one, the shot tracer, I couldn't figure out. I hit a really good drive, but I couldn't figure out why it wouldn't pick it up. And after about the third time, I noticed that it picked up the tee. So that's why it showed a worm burner. So little glitch in the shot tracer, picking up the tee flying forward. But hit a good drive, good second shot. Actually, the second shot was to the right, and I chipped to there. I missed the chip again, so I ended up with a 4 over 40, and back 9 coming pretty soon. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.